right, we're back on the job site here, and got a lot done. We graded all that out. It was really rough, so we kind of graded all that out evenly and put landscape fabric in, and they spread out the pine straw bales today. And it's going to take more than what we got out here, but this is just a start for now. But all of the pine straw is going to get spread out over that. We still got to smooth this out and kind of grade it out some. It was just all wet still, and so kind of got to come in here. We're letting everything dry out on that part, and then we'll add another row of fabric across the bottom and extend the pine straw on down out to here, which right there is where I got to grade out. They cut it out by hand, but I had to grade it out with an excavator, get a little bit deeper in that. But yeah, there's a spring right over there where we just did the fabric up and around it, and I had to grade all of that up there because it kind of came to a point down here right where that is, and that was all getting washed out from up above. Plus there's a spring down here washing it out, and so that's just fresh water coming out of here. So if you go over there, you can see all the bees and stuff getting in the water where it's coming out of the ground there. And so this is going to go on around and over to the drain at the corner of the building over there. So I gotta fix that drain over there. It's got rock and stuff around it, so it's not draining like it's supposed to, but we'll check the slope on it, make sure that's all good. And up on the top up there, I'm going up and see. This stuff was so wet the other day. It's pumping a little bit while I'm stepping on it, but it was so wet the other day that my feet were sinking in it. So it's already drying out just because we kind of diverted the water over there. I don't know if you can see all these bees over here getting water. At first I thought there was a bee nest, but no, they're going over there and they're drinking water and they're taking off and getting out of there. So they're just over here getting the fresh water. But all this from the property up above them, we had to grade in. So now it all slopes down this way and comes on around to a drain back over there. So we still got to clean it up a little bit. And then this comes on around and cut out a little swell here. So all that water goes down from up here. Before there was a little hump about right here where we're standing, so the water only made it to this point right here, and then it backed up over there to where the excavator and the tractor are sitting, and most of it made its way over the top. So now that's kind of bermed up. Now it's higher there. Need a little bit more dirt right there, and then smooth out the rest of it some. But at this point, from here, it all flows down this way. And on this part, we're going to put riprap that you see right there. And all that riprap, and this part is going to lead down to that drain down there. So then we're going to seed and straw that for the neighbor. But yeah, that's what's going on. So we'll get some video footage of us spraying a little riprap today. Alrighty. Well, we're going to venture down the hill a little bit. riprap today. Down a little bit here. Get it a little bit lower to the ground. Just take it nice and easy here. Be very careful. As good as we can be. This thing just rocking and bucking back and forth. This is going to be fun. Try to be. Sometimes it just wants to buck and jerk. We'll have to spread some of this out by hand. that's a heavy bucket. The grading bucket on this thing's a really heavy bucket. As it is, and then you add a bucket full of riprap, or if you get a good scoop full of dirt, especially wet dirt, it's going to be sometimes I'll do this where I'm not able to center up on it real good. Bring your boom around. Let's see here. Let's get some more up on the high end. So I'm just trying to spread it out as much as I can right now, then we'll try to spread it out by hand. Big head in the way. I tend to lean to the I've got it pretty thick in there. I'm about getting to the point where I don't want to scoop too much more. This little pile. I got all that down there. I think I'll swing this up here this way. I can get the bulk of that spread out by hand. I mean, by excavator here, and it's not going to be so hard trying to spread it out by hand. Yeah, I'm just tearing stuff up now. Uneven ground, so unfortunately I don't have I'd like to have that 6-in-1 blade. Hindsight, all I'm doing is digging up dirt with this thing now. Hindsight being 2020, it always is. If I had it to do over, I would get at least a tilt blade that can go left and right. This one just goes up or down, so it's just the 2-in-1, I guess you can call it, up and down. Got a lot up there. Just going this area right here. This camera, because it does have some stabilization to it, it's not going to do it justice as to how much this thing is shaking. It's always fun. Like being in a rodeo sometimes. So y'all can see my white legs today. I'm still up on even ground here. I thought it was more even. I guess it's more even than what I was on, so I can complain. switch over to manual mode and do the rest of it by hand. Tearing the rubber tracks all up and trekking over that. See if we can get a shot of this, see what we're looking at. Have to move the rest of those rocks by hand and kind of spread that out on the fabric. Hopefully we'll have enough to cover, and we'll have enough to cover it and be able to not have to haul more in. Alright, we'll check back in with you in just a minute. And that's a wrap for now. So just brought the excavator down from up there where we're sitting next to the tractor, and we got to spread it out by hand, but it's been a long day. So we got most of it spread out evenly. So now I've got enough that we can spread it out thinner, cover the edges real good, and spread it out down here, have everything we need. And then we'll start spreading out that pine straw tomorrow, and then we'll get the plants in. And I got to finish grading that stuff up. I got to let it dry a little bit more though. But when that stuff dries, man, it's like concrete. So I'm worried that the plants aren't going to really grow when we get them planted in. So we'll see. But that's a wrap for today, and we'll get another update for you tomorrow.